Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on The Exorcism of God, a movie that very much looks like The Exorcist. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 7. Um, it is at Amazon, and Kindle Unlimited is free. Interesting to do stories with religion in them, and it's very hard to make it to put God in it without making it too religious. So in the Pineys, the characters are fighting devils from hell, right? So the logical thing would be that the characters go to church. So I don't make a big deal about it. I'm not like super religious, but the characters go to church. So I had there's a story, it's upcoming, where the characters go to a funeral and they go to church, and I introduce the character who runs the church and everything. So the thing is, though, it seems like in Hollywood there's only one way or another. If you're either doing a movie and no one ever goes to church, or you're doing a super religious movie for a religious audience, or you're doing a movie like this, where, well, we got to put a priest in, but, he, only because we're doing this, like, devil fighting thing. And the premise is this priest, this guy, committed some sort of sin early on in his career while doing an exorcism. I'm not sure what he did. I think it involved a needle. Now he sort of banished himself to Mexico. He's been working here for 18 years, doing good works, basically trying to redeem himself. And now somebody else is possessed nearby, and this is his buddy, who he's another priest. They're friends. So it does look to be showing the priest in a semi-positive light. I mean, they seem to be the heroes, but he's flawed, and that's these movies used to resonate more when people were a little more religious, I think, but I still think it can resonate now. So it's about an exorcism. The devil possesses this girl, and then horrible things start to happen, and then it ends with I'm not sure what, but it has a weird line in it. It is not enough to believe in God. You must believe you are God. And then the movie's called The Exorcism of God. I'm not sure what they're going for here from a religious standpoint. Doesn't make any sense to me, but there's a lot of weird things, and someone gets possessed, basically. Let's see. Who directed this? Alejandro Hidalgo. Okay, written by Alejandro Hidalgo and Santiago Fernandez Calvete. So, a lot of Spanish names. Is this a Spanish movie? No, it's the Saban Films. It didn't appear to be dubbed. The Mouth of the Devil LLC. I guess that was the original name of the film. I think that would have been a better title. The Mouth of the Devil. I think that's a better title than The Exorcism of God. Not really down with that title. I guarantee you that was probably the original title, The Mouth of the Devil. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, that seems to be more appropriate than The Exorcism of God. I don't know. You're getting into some religious stuff that I don't quite understand. Yeah, so there's going to be all sorts of scenes with nuns and Jesus and blood dripping, and horrible things are going to happen. So first act probably starts with him as a young priest doing an exorcism and crossing a line. I'm not sure what he does. Maybe does he kill the girl with the devil inside her to kill the devil, or does he inject her with drugs, or does he do something even more horrible? We don't know. Maybe he has an affair. I don't know. He's a priest. Could be lots of things. Anyhow, he exiles himself to Mexico somehow to do good works, to redeem himself, and after 18 years he's done all this stuff, but then he's called upon to exorcise a demon from this girl. I assume it's a woman. It looks like a woman. They don't really show her all that much. So now the devil is back. Now the devil is back, and only this guy, Father Handsome, can get the devil gone. And so the supernatural stuff starts to escalate in the second act. You know, they introduce her to the possessed girl. Stuff is crazy. Some people die. Horrible things, crazy things happen. People bleed, blood everywhere. Walls bleed. Voices. He's torturing himself over what he did. There's a scene where he's like punching himself. It's my fault. It's my fault. Maybe this demon or devil ties into the person who was possessed that he messed up the first time. Probably. Then, you know, him and the other priests, they pool their resources and try to you know, scream out the devil. At first it doesn't work, and then in the third act he's forced to make a tough decision. Probably, you know, if it's the, not to give anything away, there are other movies in which, you know, if you haven't seen The Exorcist by now, I don't think I'm giving anything away, but see The Exorcist. Stop the video immediately if you haven't seen it, because I'm about to give a spoiler. Okay, so see The Exorcist. It's a fantastic movie. One of the scariest movies you'll ever see. But at the end of it, what does the priest do? He takes in the devil himself and then jumps out the window to kill himself. So that could be a similar thing here. They just rewrote it. I don't know. I don't like that they tie. I mean, this could be an homage at the beginning with the scene. It could be an homage, or it could be they're trying to imply, oh no, it's going to be, you know, like the continuing story. Like, what if the priest from The Exorcist lived? Maybe that was the pitch. It's a story like, what if that priest had come up with a different solution? What if he had, I don't know, injected the girl to kill her and kill her with the devil inside? Maybe he did that. I don't know. That would be interesting if that was the case. I'd find that more interesting than just another, you know, Exorcism, The Exorcist knockoff. But it's got elements of like The Ring, because, you know, you get these possessed girls and then their bodies move in weird ways and you hear the bones cracking. And so in this scene, she's dragging out a cross. And I don't know. Does it look scary? It's hard for movies to scare me. I don't know. I'm a bit on the fence. I would want to see a review before I saw this movie to see if it was just an Exorcist knockoff, or if it was something really different. Doesn't seem to be all that different. Seems to be a lot of flailing around and God stuff, you know, for the sake of a horror movie. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I'm not religious. It doesn't really resonate with me. But maybe I think the key moment in this movie will be in the first act. That will separate the wheat from the chaff, as they say. If that first act is truly different in some way, that it's not just a retread of The Exorcist, then yeah, maybe there's a different angle here that I'm not seeing. I mean, it doesn't look poorly produced. It looks fine. It looks intense. The music is there. The effects seem to be there. So I'm not knocking it. I mean, I think it could be good, you know, in terms of like a B movie, horror movie. But I don't know. We'll see. When's it come out? Do we have a date? I don't think we have a date. Let's scroll down here. It says 2022. It says the first trailer for The Exorcism of God, starring Will Beinbrink. I assume that's him. Yeah, it's a weird name. I think you should have went with In the Mouth of the Devil. I think that's a cooler name. But that's it for me, Tony D and Little Joan. Check us out on Bitchute, Odysee, and Rumble. We've got 2 other videos, a news blast and a Hollywoke hot take. We'll see you in the next one.